greater later. Castro. Yeah. Osama. Yeah. Look. Jumped in the booth with a grin. I'm spinning a bin. Did that with the pad and the pen.
What's good, everybody?
Hey, y'all. What's up? This is yet another episode of Questionable
Convos.
I'm your girl, Stony, a.k.a. Stony Stone, a.k.a. Stone Cold. And I have next to me...
Y'all know what it is, man. El Hefo, your boy Jeff, Sexual Chocolate, that nigga. Let's get into it.
So, how was your week?
Pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's looking at the aftermath of the election and all that stuff.
It's been going pretty crazy, though.
Yeah, all the white supremacists have gone back underground into hiding. So everything's going back to normal. You know what I mean? So everything's working out pretty good. What about you? How have you been feeling this week?
I'm having a pretty good week this week. Thank you for asking.
See, I'm getting better.
We went out this weekend and we sent a little, the creative discussion.
A bunch of nigga shit.
And this lady was arguing with this security guard because she was a little too lit. I know, we try to save women empowerment. It's really great. She didn't have a mask on. So,
Nobody had a mask on out there. We were like one of the few people.
I know. They was probably looking at us like, these idiots.
I fuck with the white people, but white people just don't. This whole coronavirus thing, they just completely don't give a shit about nothing. I'm not that shocked about it, but it's pretty crazy. Like, we have actually done by the book. Like, they was like, don't go to no clubs. Don't travel.
Yeah,
don't go here.
I ain't went to now club.
Since the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
It's getting hard.
That's what I'm saying. We trying to diddy bop and shit too. You feel me? Kodak bop and all this other bullshit, dude.
I know it has been extremely hard for me not to get my boogie down.
So we finally went out and had a good time. Got some drinks and all that stuff, and we didn't stay too long. But the good thing about Riverside in Jacksonville, they have like a lot of outdoor events, so it's kind of good for us to do stuff like that, and I feel like.
And this is my last week with my hairstyle. I'm very sad it's leaving, but I'm very excited it's leaving because
they're like, bitch, we don't give a fuck. It look good though. It look good.
I'm gonna say it, so you're gonna hear it. So, but yeah, I'm very excited that it's leaving. I love to switch my hair up, so
yeah, she's a different woman. She's a different woman every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I love it.
You better love it, shoot.
I do.
Some of these prices.
You know what I'm saying? We get nasty. I feel like I'm
okay, so
girl,
we're just going to go ahead and move out on into the topic.
I did want to bring this up, too.
What?
We have had a huge loss in the Black Men Don't Cheat Committee. Now, I will not say he is guilty yet, but Ken, and y'all all know the Ken I'm talking about. If you don't know, it is Ken from De'Ara and Ken.
Oh, my goodness.
You know what I'm saying? Ken, I'm not saying you guilty, brother. You know what I'm saying? Because black men don't cheat.
But niggas ain't shit.
Niggas ain't shit, okay? But you got to do better, G. Come on now. You are like the representation for us out here in these streets. You got to do better. No pressure. But at least hide it better. You know what I'm saying?
At least don't do it. What do you mean?
Just at least don't be out in
do it.
But look, the thing is,
stay home.
We don't know if he did anything for sure.
Stay home.
But we don't know.
You should have been more respectful and stay home.
But
don't be asking nobody to be with them if
though.
You ain't ready to commit 100%.
But he not guilty yet. I got you,
girl.
But he not guilty yet, though.
The simple fact of the matter is you don't even put yourself in that situation to even be in the line of getting checked.
But I'm saying,
so that's what I'm saying.
Tell me what he did.
I'm not speaking on none of that because I don't know none of that. I get all my facts before I speak on anything.
We seen the
So that's why I ain't saying nothing because I don't have all the facts. Once I get all the facts, then I will say everything. So until then,
but we're not gonna know the facts.
Nothing.
We're not gonna know the facts. All I'm saying is, Ken, do better. You know what I'm saying? Straighten up your stuff.
Don't be in no type of scenario like that.
Y'all get back to getting this money. You know what I'm saying?
We all know for these niggas out here who ain't shit.
We all know that when you are a man, you get way more money with a woman than you would by yourself. You feel me? So definitely take care of that.
A little help, little story.
I'm saying you get more money as a man with a woman. So Ken, take care of your business. Get your stuff straight.
Who run the world? Girls.
Just get your stuff straight. So other than that, it should be like perfectly fine. So now, besides
you
that,
know what you gotta do to girl.
do you think?
But anyways, because I don't
Now,
know why I ain't got everything.
we are
but
gonna
know.
get into the topic. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you wanna talk about it first, or you want me to do it?
So I wanted to speak on this, just mainly because I just thought it would be a good question. But let me back up. If this is your first time listening,
Yes.
thank you for listening.
I know y'all
This
heard us
is
talk
where
shit
we
for
have
5
open.
minutes.
This is where we have open conversations about, growing up as a millennial, and maybe you had questions and your questions were just never answered to maybe your standard.
Never brought up or anything like that.
Yeah, or maybe you was just ignored. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. So this is where we're going to come together as a group, collective, have an open discussion. We're going to talk about it.
Anything and everything everybody wants to talk about.
We going to say how we feel, and then you can let us know how you feel in the comments below. You know what I'm saying?
Because we're definitely not the perfect couple at all. I don't want to be that. And we don't
That's
know
too much
everything.
pressure.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't put that pressure on me. Nigga be like, oh, yeah, Jeff would never cheat on Crystal. We don't know. I don't plan on cheating on Crystal, you know what I'm saying? Because I love her. But I'm honest enough to say that to her face. Instead of me lying.
It will be some allegedly repercussions.
But I'm saying, the point is, you want to be honest here, have open conversation. I say things in particular that maybe a lot of girls may not want to hear and don't think is right. But I say it in front of Crystal because I respect her. I'd rather be honest with her and instead of being, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so right now, he is on the faithful black man don't cheat side.
I am a lieutenant in the Black Men Don't Cheat movement.
Right now.
Shout out to Cameron. Cameron is a co-lieutenant.
Now. Yeah, because Chastity got him together because she a dime.
Hey.
She's a quarter. She's the highest.
Hey.
She's the $100 bill. She's the $100 bill and then the 25 cents.
Hey, she got her man though. She got him early.
She saw the vision.
She saw the vision.
That's what I'm saying.
And she held on to it for dear life.
That's a great black woman.
Just like you.
Yeah, you know that's
just like her.
Soft.
She know what she got.
You know what you got. What you
she
mean?
Know what she got.
You know what you got.
I'm a dime out here.
I'm a quarter.
I'm a dime.
You got a whole baby.
That ain't even a thing.
You can split it.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm so great. You can put me in.
We're not even gonna do. I'm not gonna do this with you.
Okay, you already know. You already know.
The point is, niggas, if you aggravated with your girlfriend as I am, this is the place for you to be. I'm gonna say all the shit you want to say, so she can hear it.
He gonna get
so then
messed
you ain't gotta
up
tell
for you.
Yes, I will sacrifice.
And
my
ladies, if
happiness
you want to
for
know
you.
the truth and you hear this, just turn over and ask him.
Y'all
what's
in
gonna
bed?
happen?
Yeah.
Nothing. He's still gonna lay there,
like, babe,
or he gonna go on the
that how
couch
you feel,
if he
babe?
try to get slick. Yeah, just ask him, girl.
Fuck it, ask.
That's what
But
I'm saying. Ain't
now-
not gonna happen to you anyways. Just ask.
Okay, so now on this episode, we wanted to discuss about dating with children. And I say children. Southerners might say children. But for this episode's sake, we're going to say children or kids. Now, I am very versed in the area of dating with children.
I only did it once.
Yeah, she did it once, but
didn't have time, and
it was a lot. It was a lot for her. I was like fully committed. I was deep in the world of stepdaddying. Only thing I didn't do is change diapers. I was not doing that.
I didn't do none of that.
I didn't do that.
None of that.
I did handle the car seats. I handled the strollers. I handled the transportation of the strollers. I handled the baby cribs. I handled the playpens. I handled dropping off dick to the mama when she needed
so
it.
this
you feel
was
me?
stepdaddy
of
the year.
Yeah, I was stepdaddy of the century.
If we had like
I was stepdaddy of the century. My mama called me stepdaddy. My sisters, I was just stepdaddy.
I'm not doing that.
People, like older women, even thought I was the daddy. I remember I was walking out of Walmart and I had bought my girl because our kids needed like a playpen thing, and I had it on my shoulder walking out of Walmart. They was like, "Go ahead, daddy." I was like, "Damn, I'm deep in this shit." I realized I was like, "Damn, I'm committed."
I'm not doing it.
People think I'm the daddy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't giving
kids.
no indications of nothing.
And at that point, I had never nutted in a pussy ever in my life. So I was like, I'm getting like people think I'm the daddy. I ain't even nutted in no pussy yet.
Well, yeah, you
not saying I was using condoms because I wasn't. But the point was, I ain't nut in there. I was straight porn star 10,000 and from the field.
So I'm gonna just speak on my perspective now. Maybe if you are different, you can definitely let us know in the reviews or comments.
Yes.
But on my end, I'm not doing it. So I would say,
not doing what?
I'm not taking care of, like, you know what I'm saying, your child. Because
what if you love them though?
I don't want to get to that point, so I'm just gonna say no.
So you're not gonna love a nigga if they got kids?
I'm not saying I'm not gonna love him, but I just don't want to have the responsibility of someone else's child. Like, I'm not ready for that. And plus, I was like 17, 18. I was pretty young, so I knew for a fact I wasn't ready. And then he didn't even tell me. I found out. He said, she said, and I had to ask because he didn't want to tell me.
Wait, you told me you found it out from somebody. Who you found it out from?
I'm not relying on my sources.
It was his mama told you, didn't?
No, somebody else told me, and then his mama told me. Yeah, so I didn't even get a chance to ask. I did ask just for confirmation because mamas really didn't like me like that. But she was the realest. I would say she was the first realest mama I ever met because she still didn't ask me for my name, but the first thing she said was, "I'm gonna let you know my son got a baby." And I was like, "Oh well, hello." And then he was like, "Dang, mom, you gonna put me out like that?" And she was like, "Cause I don't want her out here looking all crazy in the face. You ain't gonna say nothing." So I was like, "Okay." But yeah, she was like the first realest mama.
Okay.
Ever.
So okay. Knowing that you were dating with somebody and they had kids, it's the normal routine of when you first start dating somebody with kids. Usually, you don't meet the kids until maybe, let's just say, a month to 2 months after y'all start dating, right? Because you're not gonna meet them immediately.
No.
And you were younger, so with you ain't give a fuck. You was like, I can meet them the next day. It don't matter. I'm still living in my people's house. I don't give a damn.
No, it wasn't that. I guess it just wasn't brought to me the right way.
Okay.
So I just was shocked, and I just didn't know what to do. So I would definitely say, if you do have kids, please tell that person.
Tell that person up
whenever you are ready, of course. But just
give me an opportunity to dip and dash, nigga. I don't got time to be fucking around with you.
It was everything was just really shocking to me. So I wasn't ready for whatever came with it.
Yeah.
So I was honest about it, but I just wasn't ready.
Yeah. In my perspective, when I was dating my ex-girlfriend, when we first, I've known her since middle school, so we kind of grew up in between, off and on.
Yeah.
But when we first officially started dating, she had one child, which was a daughter.
Yeah.
So after maybe a couple years, she had twins. Mm-hmm. So then I backtracked and we started dating then. So she had a total of 3 kids.
Yeah.
So obviously, nothing is wrong with that. So I'm in this video, I don't want it to be portrayed like we're downplaying anybody with kids or anything.
We're just telling our side of what happened with us.
And even so, when I started doing that, I am very big on kids. I'm very kind of sentimental on kids. So none of anything that goes on with the mom is the kid's fault.
Yeah.
It's just, I feel I'm really big on, you need to show the same amount of love to them kids as you would to the parent. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I feel like, I don't know, men is a little different because men don't usually have the kids all the time, so it's not that big of a deal. You could be like, all right, nigga, you ain't shit, and leave. But the mama, you got the kids all the time, so you can't be like, all right, I'm gonna buy the mama some food, but I can't buy the kids no food. So if you get the mama, if you want to buy the mama some boiling crawfish or something, please get the kids some McDonald's or something. It ain't gotta be nothing crazy. Just get them a little happy meal
with the toy side.
Spend that extra $12. Get the kids a Happy Meal, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So I actually had a great time. It taught me a lot.
Yeah.
It taught me basically to learn how to split up your attention with the girl and the kids. It taught me how to, on a day-to-day, how hard it is to take care of not one but multiple kids at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's like, I even learned during the dating process with someone with children, it's so many obstacles you got to deal with that day, which is like, let's just say y'all planned on going out on a date that night, but the baby got a damn ear infection or something.
Yeah.
Or like something's wrong with their eye or their hair or their skin. My ex-girlfriend's daughter had eczema and all that, so she would have to rub her down with certain medicine from the doctor and stuff like that. So it's like you take priority of the children ahead of y'all personal stuff. So if you are not definitely into that, okay if with you are dealing with that sometime, then leave that girl alone.
I wouldn't say it is you're responsible, because to me, you're not responsible, but it is very important. I would say if
it depends how deep you are in it, though. You are responsible at that point. It depends on how deep. I feel like it's early. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was early on my side. I was early.
You was super early. You was a young bird in these streets.
Yeah, so I was early, so I wasn't ready to take that in. But he was, of course, he was a nice guy, whatever. But it just I wasn't honestly ready, so I felt like it would have been different if he would have said something. But because he didn't, I didn't know what to do. Like, and then when his child would come over, we'll hang out, but I don't want your child touching me because I don't want your child getting close.
But Crystal a thug, so she was I didn't want that nigga to think I was his mama. Or something he a baby. That's
too. It's just I don't know. I just didn't want to build that bond because it was just I'm not the mom, so I don't know. I was just very uncomfortable with situations, mainly because it was just I don't know. I guess how it was brought to me, but I would just I tried my best to be respectful, of course. Respectful, of course, but I definitely didn't want to take on some of the responsibilities. Being that I know I wasn't ready to, I guess, what he was asking, but he a guy. Mainly, he probably just wanted to fuck anyway. So.
Yeah, I learned the baby daddies all they want to do is fuck because you don't have the kids all the time.
Yeah, so it's just
you don't have. I think as a baby daddy, you don't have the kids 98% of the time, so you free to kind of do whatever the hell you want to do. Really, to be honest, I think the women is definitely a lot more stress because you got to do the doctor's appointments, getting them to daycare, cooking their food, taking them to bed, getting the groceries.
Well, I don't know. Well, it was a little different. It's pretty cool. They was pretty fair.
But that nigga lived at his mama house, so it was different.
Well, yeah, but at least his
mama was there to help.
At least he had his kid a good chunk of the time too. It was so pretty fair. Of course, she had him more, but it was pretty fair, I would say. But he was real good with his child. So
as the female in that scenario dealing with a man with a child, how old was the child when you started dating him?
A couple months.
A couple months. So it was early.
Yeah, it was really, really early though. Yeah.
Okay, so what was that first stage especially by it being a newborn? So they crying all the time, all the diapers and all that stuff. So did he dispose? I'm saying I don't know if I'm saying the word right. I'm trying to be smart and shit. Did he bestow? Ooh, that's your what is that word? They used to say that shit in school. They was that's your power word of the day or some shit like that. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Was it POW? Oh, never mind.
I have no POW. No, this ain't porn. No,
POW power word. I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever it was. That's neither here nor there. But I'm saying, what was it dealing with that, and what was a day-to-day thing with him with the younger child?
I would say he was a pretty good baby, but wake up, change him, feed him.
You did that?
No, I didn't do none of that. I didn't want to do none of that.
So you wasn't changing no diapers?
No, I wasn't changing no diapers.
You didn't think about it?
No. Because it's just, I don't, in my mind, being that I was so young at the time, it's I don't want to get attached because I don't know if this is going to last. And I think in my mind, I knew it wasn't, so I think that's why I didn't.
Maybe you didn't want it to last, maybe.
No. I don't know. I just didn't want it to, I don't want to get attached.
To the baby. But you did like the daddy.
Yeah, I just didn't want to get attached to the baby just because, the mom don't know me. I don't know her. I don't want to disrespect the mom in any sort of way. So I never wanted to touch the baby. It was never to be disrespectful to the child. It's just out of the respect for the mom. I just didn't want to have no.
So you ain't show the baby no type of love?
No, of course, if the child see me,
who are you?
I'd be hey, be nice to him, but I wouldn't want to react.
So you thought that was okay? To me, my mindset is, if the baby is real young, I want to be touching them because you want them to not be scared of you. You want them to be comfortable with you and all that type of stuff. So obviously, if the mom allow you, touch them, hug them. I don't agree with you just kissing people's kids.
Yeah, I
feel like that's a straight violation.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Hugging and all that, cool, but You a grown ass man. Don't be kissing other people's kids. Like I don't care if it's the forehead or the cheek or nothing. You don't do that.
I barely do that with my
kiss your own fucking kids. It's a lot of grown men be tripping on that shit.
Yeah.
Even women don't do that, but mainly men. So when I was dating my ex in the beginning parts, each time I dated her during the beginning processes of the kids. So maybe when the first one she had kids, it was a learning experience because obviously I love kids, so I was very sentimental to it, and we were actually friends for a while, a long time. So I was a little bit more like you were saying, you weren't really willing to get to know the baby like that. I was like more willing because I was like, I've been friends with your mom. We went to prom together. Like I know your family, so I wouldn't want to do the baby like that because that ain't her fault. So I'm just like, oh, hey, you know what I'm saying? And come on, let's go do this and talk to her and help her walk and all that type of stuff. Because the dad was in her child's life, but I think he was in the military or something like that, so he wasn't there. So I felt a little bit responsible. Yeah. And I feel like if you're a good dude, you typically would try to give a fuck a little bit. Yeah. So
I would say on my end, like even when it came down to like if he would be on the phone with his baby mother.
Yes.
And they like may argue. I was like uncomfortable because I was.
You wouldn't get on the phone and be like, bitch, watch who you talking to.
No, because that's like, I don't know. I would say as a woman, I would say as a woman, it's like I just honestly did not want to disrespect her in any way, shape, or form. Yeah. Because it was like, I don't have a child and I don't know how she feel about another woman there, and I'm pretty sure she didn't know about me at all. So it was like I wanted to mentally, I just wanted to respect her because I didn't want to like. I don't want her to think like her child's at harm anyway, so I just didn't want to put myself in that scenario, just out of the respect for the mom. That's just me, because I try to respect women, because I know it is hard out here for women, but
and it's hard out here for a pimp.
Even when they will argue, you know what I'm saying, and he'll like maybe tell me about her. Yeah, it was awkward because I just be like, okay. It'll get better. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like you can't even take serious if the partner be talking and saying some shit about the other person. You can't even really take them serious because half the time they be lying, whether it be a man or female. Like, they be like, if a girl be like, oh, yeah, my baby daddy did this, and he ain't shit, and he came to the apartment and put some shit in the bag and lit it on fire and left it on my porch. You was like, bitch, why would he do that? Like, the nigga is like out of town. Like, well, why would he do that?
So, yeah, I don't know. Any way, shape, or form, I just was like, yeah, I'm just not do nothing.
Okay. Okay. So I was looking at one of the pros that I was saying is basically, I think you learn how to parent a child. I feel like because you get to see basically how they run their children, and you have your own perspectives. And sometimes when you're dating them, you may try to incorporate some of the stuff that you think is right with their kids, especially if y'all are dating for a while. Obviously, I feel like in the beginning stages, maybe like even after like 4 or 5 months, I feel like you can't say nothing to their kids at all. They ain't even like going the corner. You ain't even finna attempt none of that shit. I feel like you got to be at least like a year in. Yeah. Dealing with them kids to where you done seen them enough. They know you. Yeah. You have like a certain trust with them to where you be like, and with the parent to where you be like, all right, well, I can discipline them a little bit, and not in a physical sense. I still feel like as a step parent, you shouldn't, or a step spouse or whoever it is, you shouldn't physically do that. I feel like that's for the main parent. But even in my head too, it's kind of like, I know a lot of people, women, on the male perspective side, say, all right, well, if you accept me, you got to accept my kids. Yeah. Now, if I do that, I accept you as my wife, you're a part of my family. I accept these kids as a part of my family. If you give me limitations in which I can't discipline the kids how I would discipline the kids, then how am I really accepting the kids as mine? They're not mine. So it's like, it's kind of like it's a weird thing to kind of play with, because they telling you they're yours, but then they not yours, because there's like a limit on what you could do. So then it'd be like, well, dang, I need to get my own kids so now I can do what I want to do. But you love your spouse, so you like, all right, well, we'll work it out.
Yeah, because I did have, he did ask me a couple times like to change the diaper, which, I mean, it is what it is, you know. No, I didn't change the diaper, but
did you get to the stage of at least trying to do it?
No, I didn't get to the stage. I was honest.
You seen the dick and you was like, oh,
no.
There's shit in the diaper.
No, I've changed plenty of diapers. I used to volunteer at my nursery at my church.
Mm-hmm.
But
badass kids too.
No, they was actually pretty good. But talking about church. But no, I'm just saying because you know what I'm saying. That's not my child. I don't want to disrespect this lady's mom. So I think that was like the main reason why I was like, I don't think I can do this. I just think everything in my scenario was just brought like aggressive.
Yeah.
And nothing was like, it wasn't stepped in. Everything was just pretty much aggressive. And then I just had to just go with the flow. Yeah. But his child was very nice. He was a nice, sweet baby. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even when he was around, like I'll try to, hang out with him, watch him and stuff like that. But it wasn't really too much, mainly because he was usually with his mom. So he'll come like maybe a day, and then after that, he'll go back with his mom.
Okay, I got a quick question.
Yeah.
It's a serious question. Mm-hmm. I need a straight answer.
It's something nasty, ain't it?
Yep. On cue. Have you ever had sex with your spouse's child in the bed?
I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that.
You never done it?
I'm not.
You never thought about it?
No. It's the lady's baby. I can't do that.
Do you think the dude would have cared?
Probably not. He's a guy. They don't give a shit about that. Guys are disgusting. Did you? I'm
going to let y'all know. El Hefo was a savage out in these streets, okay? So,
terrible.
I didn't give a damn. It could be your kids, her kids, they kids, my kids. I'm fucking in that bed. Now, I only did it, and I feel like I'm not wrong because she allowed it. Now, I didn't suggest this. Mm-hmm. I did say no, but she allowed it. I know I'm not the only guy that has done this. There are a lot of girls that have kids, and sometimes for those who do have kids, and you're a guy that's dating a woman with kids, sometimes y'all have to make time to fuck.
If you have, put in the reviews or comments the best.
I'm saying, be honest.
Like a cold word,
let's just
so
be
that
honest.
We know.
If you're dating somebody with kids, you have to make time to fuck.
If you comfortable.
Sometimes you have to have, especially if it's a newer born baby, you have to have them in the bed right there so you can watch them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you don't want them to roll over or any of that crazy stuff. So you might just give a little quick few pumps. Look at the baby. Get a few little quick more pumps. Turn your head again.
Oh my god.
The mama, she on her back at this point. So you giving her some pumps. She rubbing the baby back while she getting, you know what I'm saying? You giving her that rod. It is what it is. The baby's safe. You nothing. She nothing. And then y'all carry on. So the baby's asleep. She getting fucked. So by the time the baby wake up, she feel good. She's rejuvenated. They have a great date. As a man, you did your job. You contributed to that family.
No.
So she can go to the store and use that EBT card happily.
Oh my gosh.
And maybe get you some Capri Suns. You're welcome.
Nah, we not taking the baby Capri Suns now. We not doing that.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't do that. But I did try to get some
drink.
shit. I did try to get some
be taking these kids'
Fuck
juice.
Hey, you are a man. You are giving out your royal loins.
Get your own drink.
You are passing
do not be
out
taking these kids' juice out here. No,
to these women
don't do that.
Don't do that, man.
Listen, I'm telling you, do not be drinking these kids' juice. Get them some juice. Don't drink their juice.
The city girls be saying you fuck these niggas and you get your money. Nigga, at minimum, y'all can do is let me fuck. If I'm around these badass kids, bitch, buy me some shit off that with the EBT card.
Yeah, but don't just drink the kids' juice. Just get their own.
I'm not gonna drink they juice.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna get her to buy me my own packs of juice.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Don't be drinking the kids' Capri Suns out here.
Leave my juice in the refrigerator so when I come and I finish fucking, I can go to that juice pack.
And kids, if you drink his juice, drink his juice. It don't matter. He can buy his own juice. You bet not.
You know how like
that's the least
you
can do.
When you dealing with kids, it always be that one random sock. Like you looking for socks and you find only one. I'm gonna find all the pairs and I'm gonna throw 5 individual socks away. So it'll be 5 of them that don't match. So then the baby gonna have to get like mixed match socks.
And
I'm that
if
evil.
you have ever done that,
I'm that evil. I've never done it, but I will.
Mama,
if she would have did it.
I'm sorry for niggas that's probably done something like that before.
You said niggas ain't shit. It is what it
That's
is.
what I'm saying. If
But
a
I'm saying,
nigga has ever done that, I do apologize on his behalf because that is disrespectful.
no, they probably don't even know what happened.
But still, now they gotta throw the socks away and then get whatever the case may be.
No, you gotta use them socks. Baby stuff is expensive.
No, get him some new socks, or he or she get the baby some new socks.
My girl at the time, she didn't have bread like that.
Well, I'm just saying, get him some new socks. He or she, the baby.
The point is, make time when you can. You know what I'm saying? Women know this. You gotta have sex when you can. When you do have kids,
Yeah, but
do what
don't
you
be
gotta
messing
do.
up the
You know what I'm
kids' stuff.
saying? Long as the girl allows you to do it, you cool. Now, if you a man and you coming in, don't be insinuating like y'all laying on the bed and she taking care of the baby and then you like, oh yeah, let me put it in. Don't do that. Let her initiate it. If she initiated, you're not wrong. So I did not initiate it, so I'm not wrong. That's how I look at it.
I guess that's a little nice, I guess I could say.
It's great. Okay.
It's
Now, one of the cons of dating somebody with children is dealing with baby daddy, baby mama issues.
Okay.
I know a lot of people deal with the back and forth and all that. I feel like I'm lucky enough to not have dealt with that because I dated her for over a course of 3 to 4 years off and on in between.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I never had to deal with the baby daddy stuff.
Okay, yeah.
I ain't have a conversation with them. I never met them.
Yeah. Same here.
It wasn't really a thing that I needed to do.
Yeah.
Because it was like they doing their thing. I'm not their daddy, so I'm not setting up. I'm not setting up like school stuff or how they dress or anything like that. So it's like that wasn't my place to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Not
So
doing that.
that was it for me.
No can do.
What about you?
No, I'm not doing none of that. No.
No. So you wouldn't be talking to the baby mama and letting her know like I'm here to stay, bitch.
No, not while I'm young. Now, if
with the dude, not the baby.
No, I'm not doing that because he didn't introduce us or nothing. So it's like I don't need to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? You didn't even tell me. I found out through he said, she said, then your mama, and then I asked. So it's like I went through this long step. You didn't even say nothing. So you don't respect me enough. You know what I'm saying?
But then with this dude, though, he was the first dude you actually dated, though, too.
Yeah.
And he was older. How old was he?
Like 2 years.
So you was 17, he was 19? So he was 20, you was 18?
Yeah.
So that ain't bad. But that's early, too. So when you doing it early, it's kind of like, you really don't take the shit that serious. Like, you kind of just like, oh, it's fun. It's a baby. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Well, when you get older and they got, like, multiple kids, you be like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
But it's just on my end. I don't know. I think it was just something in my mind was just like, I think my mind was like, you're not ready for this.
Yeah.
So if you do have that feeling, please listen to it. Do not ignore it because you do not want to be in a situation that you don't want to be in years later. So speak up because I spoke up because I honestly just could not do it because I just was not ready. And that is a big responsibility. So if you are, you know what I'm saying, just speak up. It is okay. Just, try to talk about it the best way as possible. So.
And even with like dealing with
nothing wrong.
Baby daddy, baby mama issues, and you kind of have different parenting styles and all that type of stuff.
Because it was a little awkward too in my case as well. Because with the arguing on the phone or he may want to do something, but the baby may want to do play around.
Yeah.
And then it's like he'll be like, "Well, I'm just gonna play with him. You want to play?" And I'll be like, "No, I'll just sit here." Yeah. So like that.
So you wasn't with that mommy role at all. Stepmommy role, yeah.
Because
I was young, so I understand it.
I didn't know nothing. I just was like, okay.
The thing with me was when I was actually there, I was like committed because I was just like,
well, that's because you had history.
I'm cool. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you have history with somebody, y'all actually friends. It's like I'm comfortable, especially if we're dating. I'm obviously comfortable with the kids. The kids loved me, except one of them. One of them was light skinned. They was beefing with me.
Oh my gosh!
I like the dark skinned twin. They were twins, so one of them was like dark skinned and one of them was light skinned. The dark skinned one fuck with me. I don't know why, but she was cool. Light skinned one didn't fuck with me. But
we fuck with everybody.
At some point, I did. Yeah, I love all of them still. But I'm saying, what happened was I feel like this is where it got to me because I feel like at some point when you are dating somebody with kids, especially if you don't have kids yourself, there is going to come a moment whenever in between that they are going to let you know them is not your kids. And it's a very hard thing to deal with because you keep being told like if you love me, you gotta love them.
Yeah.
But sadly, if you commit your like self to them kids like that, it's gonna be a moment that other person is gonna be like, them not your kids. Like, these are my kids. Like, I'm gonna raise them how I want to raise them. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like for a long-term relationship, I feel like that's not like, it's not good. It's kind of like men get told that, and you supposed to step up and do that.
Yeah, because you really want to just help, but
but
it's like a shot. It's like a shot. Like, well, dang, what am I doing?
Yeah, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
If you saying I'm supposed to raise the kids, but I gotta be in the background for the majority of the time
until you say so. Basically, I'm on your beck and call.
Yeah, so it's like you'll be like, if they do something bad in school, I gotta talk to them, but you can't spank them, or you can't yell at them, or you can't kiss them, you can't really hug them like that, stuff like that. It's like a real sketchy line that people hold, and I do understand it. So what I had learned in that scenario is when it did happen, she did tell me, and we broke up around when the oldest daughter was like almost 3. Yeah. And I think I would be trying to discipline her, not in a physical way, but the little girl started cussing and all that stuff, and I'll be putting her in timeout, and I'll be like telling her like, leave her in timeout in the corner. Like, she crying, but leave her in timeout because she can't be cussing. Yeah. And then the girl would basically keep taking her out of the corner. She'll be fighting, and she'll try to leave her in there, but she don't want her to cry. She like, well, I don't like when she cry, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay. It's just a moment to where it was like I wanted her to support me disciplining her, but she couldn't do it. Yeah. And because obviously she's a mom, she can override that, and that's fine. But then it hit me at that point to where I was like, I can't stay here. You know what I'm saying? I can't be here with someone
who doesn't want you, who puts stipulations or guidelines
on what I can do. I was basically like, I gotta have my own family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to raise my kids a certain type of way and have discipline and all that type of stuff. And I'm not even talking about beatings. I'm just saying period. But it's just like I had to figure out like I want better for myself. Like, I want my own family. And now being a little bit older, I'm 24, finna be 25. I actually chose, like, that was one of the big things with Crystal was I wanted to be with somebody with no kids that I can start fresh with. So then even if we have kids, we can parent together instead of like, all right, you got your own parenting style and you want to raise your kids like this, but I'm coming in adjusting to that, but I can't do what I want to do because they're your kids. At least if we together and we start fresh, we can be like, all right, well, let's do this and let's do this. And then we agree on that and we'll move forward. So I don't know. It is important. Those father figures are very important because my dad got with my mom, and my mom had 2 children and was married. Before that, was divorced when my mom and dad met. And you know what I'm saying? My dad was a huge part of my older brother and older sister's life. And my dad had 3 children when he met my mom. So that was a big blended family that came together. Yeah. So it is a very different scenario when it does on my end, when it does come from you or the single person who don't have any kids, I would definitely say. And just my only, tip that I got, maybe it worked, maybe it don't, I don't know. But probably won't. Just, tell them, like, whenever you're ready, of course, like, no rush, but just tell them. And I would say on my end, if you are not willing, say it in the beginning. Yeah. Because I wouldn't say we wasted each other's time being it, because you live and you learn. You live and you learn. But I would definitely say just give the person the option whether or not, and also just try to be willing to understand. If you want to try a cool course, because I wouldn't necessarily I just found out the craziest ways possible, but I would just say try to be honest, try to accept it if you can, what I'm saying. Just try to be all respectable. That's pretty much it. Yes. What would you say, like, on like your end? What would you say? Some tips. I would say, if you are gonna be a man and you take that girl serious that you trying to mess with, she fine as hell because it probably is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these baby mamas fine as fuck. Actually give a fuck about the kids, especially if you a man, because it's like,
don't drink their juice.
if you are drink the juice, but if you say or you act like you want to step up to that role and play daddy, like, take it serious. You know what I'm saying? Don't play with that girl like that, and don't play with them kids like that, because you don't want them kids to get attached to you, and then you in and out, and you not committed. So just make sure when you are messing with somebody like that you are committed. And I'm not saying you got to be perfect in the beginning, because nobody is, but at least be sure that, like, you are willing to go through this journey and see how it goes. And if you feel like you not
any moment of time, any hesitation, you have any hesitation,
if you got any hesitation,
just talk about
don't
it.
even do it.
Please just talk about it.
Yeah, just get you somebody else with no kids and all that stuff.
Because at some point I had to say something, because I honestly I wasn't ready, and I wanted to be honest, because I thought it was at least fair for the child, for him and the mom, just in case if we would have got too far. And I really didn't want to, like, disrespect nobody. So I would just say, at any point in time, if you have any hesitation and you just don't want to do it, do not wait. Just be honest.
So basically, if you are a person dating, I do suggest, if you do have kids, date somebody with kids, because it makes the scenario a lot easier, because then y'all already know the difficulties
if that's something that you are willing to do.
Yeah, so then y'all understand each other's scenarios.
Yeah, and if you are going into a situation with somebody with kids, don't off rip and be like, oh, you got kids, don't do that, because that's very hurtful.
Only women do that. Men don't even do that. Well, men do that.
That's what I'm saying. Anybody.
But if a man see a woman with like 4 kids, nigga be like, that pussy is amazing.
But you you don't want to just come off the rip and be like, oh, you got kids, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I don't like that, because if I had kids, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just hurtful. I'm pretty sure it is hurtful. So I would say just try not to do that. Just be nice and just say love. No. Yes.
Show love.
But I hope you guys enjoyed our story about dating someone with kids if you are on the no kid side. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up this episode.
Shout out to all the stepdaddies out there. I'm just pointing that out there. Any man stepping up, taking care of these kids.
Shout out to anybody who got kids and take care of their kids, for real. Shout out to everybody.
Yes.
But we're gonna go ahead and wrap this episode up. You can find me at Stony Stone, 2 E's on the end. You can go to our Questionable Convos page to follow us. You can follow us on Facebook, Questionable Convos. If you have any questions, suggestions, comments, you liked it or you didn't, if you got any advice, you can always hit us up at questionablepod@gmail.com, and they can find you on.
Follow me on Instagram at young_prodigy. Neither one of us have Twitter. Let us know if we need to get Twitter. We'll figure that out. We got Facebook, but it's a lot of old niggas be on Facebook, so we'll figure that out. Thank y'all for supporting, man. We really fuck with y'all. Everybody that's been supporting us from the beginning, we really appreciate it. So thank y'all very much. Everything will be in the
comment section.
Comment. What is that?
Comment description review section
below.
Yeah.
So if y'all didn't catch any of that information, please go in the description and get that.
Yeah. And if you are listening to us audio, you can also find us on YouTube as well at Questionable Convos. So I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all week. Keep the mask on. Stay positive. And this has yet been another episode. Questionable
Combos.
Bye.
Wash your ass.
Stand on my G like a boss. Think I'm a lit, knock it off. Bet I'm a triple the crop.